conversations to have, just off the grid, and how Texas has been able to give it up and sort of afford themselves some of the liberties and shit, are just not rocking with how everyone else is moving. Is partly that. That's part of the conversation and one to have for the specs of the sake. But then you start seeing the conversation around the mass exodus, California to Texas, and everybody moving there, and it essentially being a red state, but all the blue motherfuckers is there. It's just a unique one where everybody can sort of get their righteous rocks off, and people are dying essentially. It's like 36 dead from carbon dioxide poisoning, just like trying to stay warm in the cars and shit. Like it's scary there, for real. But between COVID and motherfuckers being broke, the conversations are just so unique when it's just like, no, this is serious. We don't want to have a conversation about global warming. Okay, cool. But at this point, my nigga, what are you supposed to say? The sun was out yesterday, nigga. You see how many hoes was at the lake yesterday? Like, what are we talking about? I don't know, bro. I just with it, especially and then it's also one of those things too when until your own are impacted, then it gets different.
Yes.
You know?
Aha.
That Your Honor.
Your Honor, yeah. Your Honor. We should have saved it for you, but we started the show with Your Honor, bro. Crazy. Did you finish the finale? Because you a good part of your family is from Texas too. So had you been able to check on everybody?
No. Damn. A lot of people's the phones is going straight to answer machines, so it's like no power. So it's just waiting to hear from who we hear from.
The beginning.
I was surprised by how they was giving it up.
Who? In what regard?
Like the mayor of
Colorado. Man.
Not at all.
Colorado. How do you say that shit? Colorado.
I think that's
Texas?
Colorado. Yeah.
It's an A instead of an O in there, so that shit throw me off. But
that statement was crazy.
What did he say?
Basically, he said, "Y'all niggas gotta fend for yourselves."
Basically, he hit
in so many words.
If he dies, he dies.
Like if he'd have just said that, then he probably have been cool. Like he probably still have his shit. But like he went into like so much detail on how cats be like they lazy and they ain't got enough. Yeah. You know, they
it's not my responsibility.
Their upbringing was off, and that's the reason why they can't fend for themselves during these times.
Hey, he said, "Don't let this poverty porn fool you."
Keep it a bean then. Say how you really feel, so we know what we
was in
dealing
there
with.
giving it up. Boy. So I was like, these last 4 years really made y'all feel real bold. Huh?
Say how you really feel, so we know what the fuck we dealing with.
You know what that is, though? That's after that 100,000th complaint.
Yeah.
That's why you lose your shit?
You fed up? I'm sick of this shit.
Nah, these motherfuckers think I care about this job. What the fuck you thought this was? That's exactly. He knew that was his last day. It's like, yeah, I'm stepping down tomorrow, and I'm getting my rocks off, man.
Oh, man. Now, they the amount of equity that essentially what migrated from California to Texas, when you see Oracle, Tesla now, a lot of the production companies, tax breaks and so forth, and even like real estate companies and shit like that. You know, just see what the movement is, where the money is headed, post pandemic or in the pandemic.
Texas, Atlanta,
and so now it just puts in perspective, like, what you got?
You know that the SpaceX thing blew up 2 weeks before this, right? So this might not all be natural.
Come on. And it's, you know, so you just seeing it. It all feels nasty, and all at the expense of the sheep.
Yeah.
Because you start seeing the CDC. And what's actually mandated now, you like, my nigga, I was wearing a mask on a plane a year ago, and y'all just mandated it today? What the fuck? Like, so it's not real? The bars are open, but hey, we don't want y'all to dance. But the bars, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? None of it's really adding up.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, that happened. That happened.
When did that come out?
You can actually go back inside the bar, but no, just no dancing, please. Wear your mask too. What? Oh yeah. There you go. My bad. You want drink? Put it down real quick. Put it back. This shit's silly, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We did a really good job being as responsible as possible on the show and not going, this is some bullshit. But at what point, when you start seeing certain people's money be compromised, and then it's like, nigga, you're not about to tell me shit. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, everybody been out of work. So now, all Asian women are getting fucking beat up, and so now we got to have a different conversation. It's confusing, brother. The hyenas is out.
That's right.
And it's in everything is getting more scarce. Mm-hmm. Resources as a whole. So what do you think happens? And you want to have think pieces about it? Ain't shit to think about. It's nothing to think. It's not gonna be no kumbayas, no nothing.
Bro, trying to explain that to people that don't understand the difference between how life we lived in 2019 was different from what was in 2020. Like, for some reason they feel like they be like, oh shit, well, this wasn't happening to this hasn't happened to me up to this point. I'm like, do you understand your surroundings whatsoever? Like, have you paid attention to anything? Like,
no.
You have no survival instinct whatsoever because you have no clue that when things get a certain type of way, that certain individuals will come from the outskirts. Like, it's feeding time.
Yeah.
You know, but you can't see that. And that's a cold place to be in. When you can't see that it's feeding time.
Yeah.
Oh my nigga.
You haven't had to though.
Huh?
You haven't had to. It's like it's the equivalent of.
Yeah, but I'll never trade anything to be food, bro.
Huh.
Like, I don't care what my status is, bro. I would never trade anything to be food.
Huh. The equivalent of. It's the jungle. Like, think about economically how the Bay is laid out. Some of the wealthiest people in the world live here.
Yep.
In the that's not even an exaggeration. In the world, live right here, and you can't drive however many miles without seeing a tent city. Like the most extreme levels of poverty.
Yep.
Like you don't have to show any fucking infomercials about Africa no more. You can do that shit right down 880 and go, for 30 cents a day, nigga. You want to bring those commercials back? You can do it right here. And we're talking about the proximity. We're talking feet, like a few feet away from one another, not up on the hills and down in the flatland. No, it's all in one pot together.
Yeah.
Nobody's surviving this shit for real and coming out the same. No way. And if you are, you operating on a different level of sicko time. Like, for real.
Crazy part is some of these companies are still trying to act like there's not a pandemic.
You're not fucking up my chicken. What?